survey came out last year, just 2017, that US companies alone are spending $500 billion, losing that actually in lost productivity because of stress in the workplace. So it was really interesting. When I was director of teachers for eMindful, one of our and we did like online mindfulness programs for corporations. One of our largest clients was Atena Insurance Company. And the CEO of Atena Insurance, Mark Bertolini, decided, he's like, I want to start incorporating these mindfulness programs in the workplace because they really helped me be the CEO, of Atena, and he was working through some personal things too, and he found all these benefits. So he rolled out these mindfulness programs to the workplace. He also had like an option to do a yoga program. And he did it with a quarter of his corporation. So there were about 13,000 employees that took the programs.
Any of them salespeople?
I don't know, but this relates to sales because what he found was that at the end of the year, for each of these employees on average, he got an additional week and a half of productivity back from them.
Wow.
And when he equated that financially, it was $39 million in additional productivity.
Wow.
And I don't know if you remember, but he gave everybody in his company a big raise. So it really worked out well. And he got like for every dollar he invested in the programs, he got a 10-to-1 return. So companies are really finding this beneficial. Mm-hmm. And so a lot of it's stress, just reducing stress. So you bring up sales. So let me just think if I could come up with an example. Suppose you are trying to land, a big account by the end of the month. Comes up a lot, right? You need to reach your numbers, get your accounts, but you're trying to please your clients. You want to have good products and services for them too. And your client's really happy. They really want to work with you. They want to close, but they're not under your timeline here. You need to close by the end of the month.
That's right.
For them, they're like, yeah, we're going to work with you. We love what you're offering. And you're like, oh my gosh. Well, when we're stressed, so let's just say that's going to add some stress, right?
Yes, it does.
When you're stressed, and you probably can relate to this, a lot of times our thoughts are very exaggerated.
Oh, yeah.
They're very distorted, and they're very catastrophic. Yeah. So instead of thinking, oh, what a wonderful client, we're thinking, oh my gosh, we're not going to close on time. How am I going to get this business? Right. Oh, I'm going to lose my house. I'm not going to make money. I'm going to lose my job. It's like we go right there. Tree. So how effective do you think you're going to be with the client and closing the deal?
Mine shuts down. Talk about the physiological. What happens to your brain?
This is what happens. So you just bring it up. When you are stressed, because you're in the stress mode, everything in your brain is connected. We have all this stress cortisol flying through our brain. You're not able to problem solve that well. In fact, you're not making very good decisions. That probably doesn't happen to you, but it happens to a lot of people, right? And you're not able to be creative. Those parts of your brain completely shut down. What they're finding with mindfulness is they've done so much research. It's so scientific based, which I love. It's like scientific, evidence-based research. Is that they're finding that a lot of times with anxiety and depression, which a lot of people suffer from, unfortunately, that there's an area in your brain called the right prefrontal cortex, and it really lights up in these like fMRIs. And they show that we start to develop these pathways. So every time we're stressed, we go right to that pathway. It's like, let's go to this right prefrontal cortex. And that's the area for anxiety, depression, negative mood, negative thoughts about ourselves, everything else. When you start practicing mindfulness, you really leave those thoughts aside. You're able to do it. You're able to focus on now. You're able to focus on the present, focus on now. And they're showing that the left prefrontal cortex starts to light up. That's the area for focus, calm, attention, awareness, and when that happens, you're also able to problem solve, be creative, make better decisions, and really be connected to your client or what it is that you need to take care of. You're not lost in your thought.
Yeah.
Most of the time we're lost in our thoughts all day long.
You can presence yourself.
That's right.
Through you can self-regulate in a way that you can't if you're operating, from a stress event and you're scattered.
Yes, and so the scary thing is, and this is why it's really important that, I think I'm so passionate about mindfulness, is that most of us are functioning in this stress type of state. It's actually really chronic right now, particularly in the US with businesses, salespeople, all kinds of people, that we're operating from this stress zone 24/7. We're not turning it off. And why? For psychological reasons, because it's our thoughts are generating it. All these little worries, money worries, work worries, stuff at home, pets.
Well,
right?
and technology has got us addicted to
That's a
instant
whole other
gratification.
thing.
It is.
That's
It's a whole
right.
different thing. But this
No,
instant
that's right.
gratification and feeling like you have to be, responding right away. I have to respond right away.
That's
I
right.
have to get back to you right away. That you're not giving yourself. I see it in salespeople all the time.
Well,
Not giving
and it
yourself
disrupts the nervous system, that digital addiction too. So all this stuff is happening. So we have our own personal worries, we have work worries, we have world worries, and then, our pants are tight and we're having a bad hair day on top of it. So it's not turning off. Okay. And stress was never meant to be like that. It was meant to, like, let's just suppose I'm trying to cross the street out here real quick and some woman's flying by in her sports car. And I need to, like, run out of the way or get back to where I was.
Yeah.
And so I do. I jump over the car. I get to where I'm going. And then my body goes back to a normal state.
Right.
That's what stress is for. But what's happening is because we're thinking all these worrisome thoughts, it's not turning off. And we're in this fight or flight state all day long.
Yep.